The Stargazer's Sanctuary. Part 1. Arrival and the Cleansing of the Senses. The Storyteller. It is my deepest privilege to be the voice you listen to as you prepare to surrender to sleep this evening. Tonight we return to a world of profound stillness, a place designed entirely for your rest and recuperation. We are traveling once again to the Stargazer's Sanctuary, a bespoke retreat nestled on a vast, high desert plateau, miles away from any civilization. This area is chosen precisely because its air is the clearest and its night sky the darkest on Earth, making it a perfect mirror for clarity of mind. Tonight, and for as long as you need, you are the sole guest. Before we begin the narrative journey, let us first prepare your mind and body. This brief, focused relaxation will anchor you to the present moment, allowing the story to gently carry you into deep sleep. I will count down from 10 to 1. With each number, allow yourself to let go of more and more tension. 10. Feel the deep support beneath you, the mattress, the floor, the earth itself. Visualize yourself being held securely and completely. Allow every muscle to soften, beginning with your feet and moving up through your calves. 9. Direct your awareness to your breathing. Inhale deep, peaceful air. Exhale slowly, releasing any remaining physical tightness in your hips and lower back. Your body is heavy, safe, and ready for rest. Monitoring 8. Acknowledge any thought that arises, whether it is a memory of the day or a plan for tomorrow. Do not judge it or fight it. Simply label it thought and gently watch it drift away like a dry leaf caught on the desert wind. You are safe. My voice is your guide. 7. Consciously relax your facial muscles, your jaw, your cheeks, the area around your eyes. Let your tongue rest heavily in your mouth. You have nowhere to be and nothing to say. 6. Snuggle deeper into your covers. Find the perfect pocket of warmth and comfort. Enjoy the profound realization that this time, this moment, is entirely dedicated to your well-being. 5. The day is officially over. Everything that needed doing has been done. Everything that will happen tomorrow is beyond your control right now. Allow yourself to be truly present in this one quiet moment. 4. Imagine a sense of deep, liquid calm spreading from your chest outward, flowing down your arms and up into your neck. This is your inner peace, always present, always waiting. 3. Engage your imagination. Begin to picture the vast, empty desert landscape under an impossibly bright, star-filled sky. See the road stretching ahead, leading only to silence. 2. Feel a profound sense of relief. You are nearing your destination. The quiet luxury of the sanctuary awaits. You are close to perfect, restorative sleep. 1. Completely surrender and let go. The preparation is complete. Now allow my voice in the story to carry you into the deepest level of rest. The road of separation. Your journey to the sanctuary is deliberately long, designed as a gradual separation from the speed and noise of modern life. You are traveling in a vehicle that is whisper quiet, moving across a vast, elevated plateau known for its ancient layered stone and its unblinking, endless horizon. The world outside is spectacular. The high altitude means the air is clean and thin, amplifying the light of the moon until the landscape is painted in luminous silver and deep sapphire shadows. The surrounding desert is not barren, but alive with subtle, resilient life. Tough scrub, ancient rock formations, and the silent, patient wisdom of the earth. As the vehicle glides forward, you realize the road is entirely unlit, relying only on the sheer, overwhelming brilliance of the stars. This darkness is intentional. It is the darkness that allows true light to be seen. With every minute that passes, consciously feel the emotional distance increasing between you and your everyday concerns. That deadline, that relationship worry, that endless to-do list. They are shrinking, becoming tiny, irrelevant points of light in your rearview mirror. They cannot follow you here. This space is protected by silence and vastness. The only sounds are the quiet, steady hum of the vehicle's motor and the infrequent, soft crunch of tire against the fine desert dust. This monotony is calming, a rhythm that lulls your busy mind into compliance. You are traveling into a deeper version of yourself, moving toward a place where rest is the primary form of existence. The cool, clean air filters into the cabin, carrying the scent of dry, fragrant sage and warm stone. You inhale deeply, taking in the pure, unpolluted essence of the desert night, arrival and the welcome of stillness. After what feels like a timeless period of serene travel, the vehicle slows to a near stop. You look up. Ahead, low against the horizon, the stargazer's sanctuary emerges. It is not a towering building, but a complex of low, elegant structures, crafted from materials that match the desert. Smooth, dark timber and polished local stone. It is designed to minimize its impact on the landscape and, critically, on the night sky. The only lights visible are soft, deep amber and red, wavelengths that do not interfere with night vision, glowing invitingly from the large, recessed windows. The car door opens silently and you step out. The initial impression is the silence. It is absolute, profound, and healing. It wraps around you like a thick, insulating blanket. The only sound is the quickening of your own heartbeat as you register the overwhelming clarity of the stars above you. They feel impossibly close, like a ceiling you could almost reach up and touch. A figure steps forward from the amber light. She is Miss Kepler, the curator, and her presence is as calm and grounding as the desert itself. Her voice is low and melodic, immediately soothing. "Welcome," she says simply. "The journey has ended. Your rest begins now. The stars have been waiting for you." As she guides you gently toward the entrance, you notice the subtle energy radiating from her. It is an energy of unwavering patience and deep, quiet certainty. You feel an immediate, profound sense of release. You are in expert, caring hands. The lobby, the chamber of amber light. Stepping inside the sanctuary is an immediate, comforting transition. You move from the crisp coldness of the night air into a gentle, contained warmth. The lobby is less a grand entrance and more a large, beautifully designed transition chamber. The walls are lined with natural, dark wood, and the floors are smooth, cool slate. All lighting is discreet, low, and strictly amber. The centerpiece is a monumental, flat-stacked stone fireplace where a large, slow-burning fire crackles with a deep, mesmerizing rhythm. The scent of the burning desert hardwood is earthy and calming. You pause in the center of the room. This space is designed to strip away the stimulation of modern life. There are no screens, no loud sounds, no stark white lights. It is a chamber dedicated entirely to the soothing of the nervous system. Miss Kepler offers you a deep, wool-lined cloak, soft, heavy, and immensely comfortable, to wrap around yourself. "Take a slow, deep breath here," she encourages. "In this light, we allow the retina to fully relax. In this warmth, we allow the body to release its grip. You are no longer in a state of performance. You are in a state of being." You close your eyes and take that deep breath. You can feel the tension draining from the base of your skull, your shoulders, and your chest. The sound of the fire is the only clock. The soft light is the only spectacle. You are home, the team of tranquility. Miss Kepler introduces you to the small, devoted staff, each of whom plays a role in your complete well-being. Mr. Ptolemy, the culinary alchemist. A quiet man with kind eyes, he bows slightly. "I prepare meals that are simple, clean, and comforting. Food here is nourishment, not distraction." Leda and Alora, the sensation guides. Identical twins who move with uncanny, synchronized grace. They specialize in gentle therapies that engage the senses, sound, touch, and scent. They simply smile, radiating quiet confidence. Mr. Polaris, the guardian of silence, the facility's caretaker. His presence is barely felt, but you know that every element of the sanctuary, the temperature, the air quality, the silence, is his constant, vigilant concern. You feel a profound sense of being cared for by a collective intention. Each person here is dedicated to the single goal of ensuring your perfect, uninterrupted rest. The desert sound bathroom, tuning the instrument. Your initiation into the sanctuary begins immediately. Miss Kepler leads you away from the warmth of the fire to a simple, heavy, sound-dampening door. We begin by tuning the instrument that brought you here, your physical body, she says. This is the desert sound bathroom. You step through the door and into a magnificent circular chamber. The walls are layered with polished, smooth gypsum stone, and the floor is covered entirely by a bed of fine, ancient, ultra-soft sand, heated gently from beneath. The light is the faintest, deepest blue, like the twilight just before the moon rises. The air is still and silent. You are invited to exchange your outer garments for a loose, fine-weave linen robe and lie down on the warm sand, positioning yourself in the exact center of the chamber. The sand connects you to the Earth's foundation, Ms. Kepler explains softly. The vibrations will reset your internal rhythm. As you lie back, eyes closed, a deep, pervasive thrum begins. It does not come from speakers, but from vast, precisely tuned quartz in obsidian bowls placed around the room, played with infinite gentleness. The sound is not loud, but its resonance is immense. Feel the lowest frequency vibrations pass through the warm sand and into the soles of your feet. The sound moves slowly, like a wave of warmth, up your calves and into your knees, gently releasing the tension held in the joints. It flows into the core of your body, vibrating the diaphragm, encouraging your breath to become deeper, slower, and more expansive. The frequency shifts, rising to a pure, sustained, crystalline tone. This higher pitch focuses on the skull and the mind. It acts like a sonic broom, gently sweeping away the clinging remnants of chaotic thought. Any persistent worry that tries to remain is met with this steady, cleansing vibration, and it simply cannot hold its form. Imagine the sound is smoothing out the wrinkles in your mind, leaving behind a surface of polished glass. The sound bath continues for a long, timeless period. You are suspended between the heavy comfort of the earth below and the purifying air above. You feel tension points dissolving. The tightness in your neck, the clench in your hands, the knot in your stomach, all smoothed away by the invisible, healing power of vibration. When the sounds finally, slowly fade back into silence, the quiet that remains is unlike any you have ever experienced. It is a quiet within you, not just around you. You feel deeply, physically centered, and entirely peaceful. You rise from the sand feeling lighter, taller, and perfectly tuned. The nervous system is quieted. The body is ready. The lunar greenhouse, cultivating inner growth. Feeling refreshed, you are guided to the next chamber, the lunar greenhouse. Stepping inside is a shock of sensory delight. The air is instantly warm, moist, and incredibly fragrant, a stark contrast to the dry air of the desert outside. This room is a geodesic dome of custom-tinted glass, protecting a lush, humid ecosystem of rare, night-blooming botanicals. The room is a jungle of deep, velvety green leaves, towering stalks, and enormous, pale white and cream-colored flowers that unfurl only in the darkness, drawing their energy from the moon and the stars visible through the glass ceiling. Miss Kepler motions toward a simple, hand-carved cedar bench nestled deep among the foliage. The desert teaches us stillness, but the greenhouse teaches us resilience, she explains. These plants thrive where water is scarce, drawing life from the deepest reserves and from the nightly condensation. Like them, you have immense hidden strength. She presents you with a small, exquisite glass cup containing a warm, deep emerald green herbal infusion made from the leaves of the night-flowering jasmine. This infusion is for clarity and nourishment, she murmurs. Sit here, surrounded by life that defies expectation. Consider one area of your life, a project, a personal quality, an intention that you wish to see flourish. You settle onto the bench. The wood is cool and smooth beneath your hands. You breathe in the deep, sweet perfume of the night blossoms. Take a sip of the warm, slightly sweet tea. Feel its life-giving warmth spread through your chest. As you look up, the immense starry sky is framed by the dark reaching leaves of the tropical canopy. Visualize your intention as a tiny perfect seed. See yourself planting that seed deeply in the rich, moist soil of this room. You are giving it ideal conditions, the perfect warmth, the perfect moisture, the perfect darkness to encourage its quiet, steady growth. You realize that worry prevents growth, but peace creates the perfect environment for it. Here in this humid, fragrant cocoon, your mind is cleared of distraction, and you are solely focused on the simple, powerful act of nurturing your inner strength. You sit for a long, beautiful stretch of time, simply breathing the fertile air and watching the quiet, determined life of the plants around you. The experience fills you with a sense of quiet hope and profound connection to the universal rhythm of growth and rest. You are now prepared for the final, ultimate surrender to the cosmos and to sleep, the stargazer's sanctuary. Part 2, the cosmic connection and inner nourishment, the storyteller. You have been cleansed by the resonance of the sound bath and nourished by the resilient life of the lunar greenhouse. You emerge now, feeling centered and imbued with a quiet certainty of personal growth. The last vestiges of the outside world have fallen away, leaving you ready to connect with the immense calming majesty of the cosmos itself. Miss Kepler, your guide of stillness, is waiting. She recognizes the subtle shift in your posture and the clarity in your eyes. She leads you now to the focal point of the sanctuary, the room where the inner journey meets the outer infinite, the celestial dome, an immersive encounter with infinity. You are led down a softly curved corridor, the floor lined with smooth, dark wood that absorbs all sound. The corridor's lighting is a deep, soothing blue, mimicking the residual glow of deep space. At the end, you step through a massive, silent door into the celestial dome. This chamber is the architectural heart of the sanctuary, a space of hushed reverence and scientific wonder. It is a large circular room, the walls lined with rich, dark basalt stone. But it is the ceiling that commands your immediate attention. The entire dome roof is currently open, having retracted in a silent, seamless motion, exposing the raw, spectacular brilliance of the high desert night sky. The contrast with the subdued light inside is overwhelming in its beauty. The Milky Way is not a distant cloud, but a dense, tumultuous river of light, gas, and dust. The stars are so intensely bright that they seem to pulsate, and the constellations you know from memory are magnified tenfold, appearing three-dimensional and immediate. In the center of the room stands a colossal, matte black, professional-grade telescope, its massive lens pointed towards a region of profound darkness. Yet Miss Kepler does not invite you to the instrument first. She guides you instead to a specially arranged viewing area, a semicircle of deeply cushioned wide chaises lounges, custom designed to cradle the body in a zero-gravity posture. This position allows the circulation to equalize and the entire body to relax completely while maintaining a clear, comfortable gaze at the zenith. The telescope is for data, she murmurs, her voice barely audible over the immense silence. The recliners are for wonder. You settle into the chaise. It accepts your weight entirely, supporting every curve and pressure point until you feel like you are floating, perfectly suspended between the desert floor and the starry vacuum above. Allow the scale to wash over you, Miss Kepler encourages. Do not try to name or categorize the lights. Simply be a witness. As you gaze upward, the sheer magnitude of the universe becomes a powerful tool for perspective. Your daily concerns, your small anxieties, your personal history, when set against the backdrop of galaxies containing billions of suns stretching millions of light years away, they dissolve into near nothingness. They are not important here. What is important is your breath, your peace, and your connection to this infinite system. She points to a faint, hazy smudge of light far overhead. That is the Andromeda Galaxy, she explains, her voice a soothing drone. Its light began its journey 2.5 million years ago to reach your eyes tonight. When you look at it, you are literally gazing into the deep past. You are connected to time itself. Feel a sense of profound humility, yet also a powerful connection. You are made of the same stardust. The atoms that form your body were forged in the heart of ancient, exploded suns. You are fundamentally, physically, a piece of the cosmos looking back at itself. The telescope, seeing deep time. After a long, unhurried period of naked eye observation, Miss Kepler gently gestures toward the telescope. The instrument moves with a hushed, hydraulic grace. We will look at two things tonight, she says, one of profound history and one of dynamic creation. She first focuses the lens on the planet Saturn. You approach the massive eyepiece and look. The sight is startlingly real and perfect. You see the elegant, precise curvature of the gas giant, painted in delicate bands of ochre and cream, but most captivating are the rings, thin, sharp, and impossibly beautiful, composed of billions of chunks of ice and rock orbiting in perfect, silent harmony. The image is so clear that you can see the subtle gaps and divisions within the ring structure. Contemplate the effortless, eternal motion of this planet, orbiting in its prescribed path. It follows a perfect, steady rhythm, undisturbed by chaos. Let this image instill in you a sense of trust in rhythm and order. Your life, too, has deep, guiding rhythms. Trust the slow, sure arc of your own journey. Next, Miss Kepler adjusts the telescope to point into a dense region of the Milky Way, locking onto a famous celestial object. We now look at the Helix Nebula, she announces. Known as the Eye of God, it is the remnant of a dying star, a vast, swirling shell of glowing gas expelled into space. It is a portrait of an ending, yet an ultimate redistribution of matter. You look again. The sight is magnificent, a gigantic, iridescent, ethereal eye staring back at you from the deep void. The colors are startlingly vibrant, blues, greens, and reds, swirling in intricate patterns. It is beautiful, yet melancholic. The Helix Nebula reminds you that nothing is ever truly lost, only transformed. The end of one form is the genesis of the next. All endings of days, of tasks, of life phases are simply stages of an eternal, beautiful transformation. Allow this insight to wash away any fear of change or ending, replacing it with the calm acceptance of the flow of existence. You step away from the telescope, your eyes wide, your mind quieted by the sheer weight of astronomical time and space. The experience has successfully dismantled the walls of your personal world, replacing them with a sense of universal interconnectedness. The sanctuary supper, comfort and ceremony. The astronomical observation naturally triggers a deep physical exhaustion, the good, honest fatigue that precedes profound sleep. Miss Kepler escorts you gently back down the hall toward the dining area. The spirit has been nourished by the infinite, she says softly. Now the body requires sustenance that is simple, comforting, and deeply familiar. She leads you into a private, beautifully appointed alcove off the main lobby, designed as a perfect, solitary dining space. The table is made of highly polished, dark wood, set with minimal, elegant stone crockery and heavy, cool silver cutlery. The entire alcove is lit only by a single, flickering oil lantern and the red amber glow from the distant fireplace. Mr. Ptolemy, the culinary alchemist, steps forward with a quiet, genuine smile. Tonight, we offer a meal dedicated to the memory of safety and warmth, he explains. I have prepared the simplest, most fundamental dish of your childhood, the one meal that, for you, evokes the deepest feeling of home and security. Not more, he unveils a covered stone dish to reveal your ultimate comfort food, perhaps a creamy, fragrant soup, a perfectly baked pastry, or a rich, slow-cooked stew. The aroma is instantly nostalgic and deeply comforting, tapping into the oldest, most primal parts of your brain that equate smell with safety. Beside the dish is a delicate, thin-stemmed glass filled with a warm, pale yellow drink, a moon milk infused with local saffron, honey, and the calming properties of ashwagandha. Eat slowly, Mr. Ptolemy advises gently. Chew deliberately. Let the process of nourishment be a quiet, focused meditation. The flavors should not excite, but soothe and restore. You sit down, alone in this perfect space, and begin to eat. Each bite is a celebration of simple, quiet satisfaction. The food is warm, smooth, and deeply flavorful, yet requires no thought or effort to consume. You taste the love, the care, and the intention poured into this meal designed just for you. As you eat, your senses are entirely focused on the present experience. The texture of the warm food, the faint clicking of the silver against the stone, the soft, steady glow of the oil lamp. This is a moment of pure, unadulterated self-care. When you finish feeling perfectly satiated, not stuffed but wholly content, Mr. Ptolemy silently clears the table, leaving only the moon milk. You slowly pick up the glass. The warmth of the milk radiates into your hands. You breathe in the fragrant steam. Sip the milk slowly, feeling the comforting warmth travel down your throat and settle like a glowing coal in your stomach. This warm drink is the final physical cue to your body. It is the signal that the day is concluding, that protection is secured, and that the only activity remaining is rest. The sleepiness that has been gathering in the edges of your awareness now flows freely, settling deep into your bones. The nourishment is complete. The celestial connection has been made. The transformation is nearly final. Miss Kepler quietly returns to guide you to the last sanctuary. The body is heavy, the mind is clear, and the spirit is vast, she whispers. It is time for the final surrender. The Stargazer's Sanctuary Part 3, Extended, the deep integration in the Library of Final Release. The Storyteller. The journey through the sanctuary has brought you to a state of profound equilibrium. The grandeur of the cosmos seen through the celestial dome has granted you perspective, and the simple elegance of the supper has filled you with physical contentment. Your task now is to integrate these vast external experiences with the subtle internal mechanics of your body and mind, ensuring a seamless, total surrender to sleep. Miss Kepler, your quiet guide, leads you into the sanctuary's therapeutic wing. The air here is subtly different, calm, cool, and infused with the faintest scent of clean running water. The thermal labyrinth, mastering the internal climate. Your next destination is the thermal labyrinth, a series of 3 meticulously calibrated chambers designed to reset your body's core temperature regulation. Achieving deep delta wave sleep requires a slight drop in core temperature, and this sequence initiates that critical process gently and effectively. You enter the first chamber, the dry sauna of ancient salt. The walls are lined with enormous, translucent blocks of rose-pink Himalayan salt, which are gently heated from within. The air is dry, warm, and imbued with the purifying properties of the salt, which gently assists in the detoxification of the skin and the deep relaxation of the muscles. You sit upon a smooth, polished cedar bench. The heat is immediate, penetrating the outermost layers of muscle and connective tissue. Miss Kepler hands you a cool glass of purified water infused with desert lemon. Allow the heat to draw out the last vestiges of muscular tension, she instructs softly. Visualize every thread of tightness, every microscopic knot of stress, leaving your body through your pores. This is the final physical cleansing. Focus on the feeling of warmth spreading slowly from your spine outwards, melting away the day's physical burdens. You feel a pleasant, deep exhaustion settling in, the kind that precedes the best kind of rest. You remain here for a quiet, deliberate period until your skin is warm and your muscles are pliable and heavy. Next, you move to the second chamber, the cryo mist chamber. The transition is startlingly refreshing. The room is bathed in a tranquil, glacial blue light. The air is cool, ionized, and filled with a fine, aerosolized mist of filtered, oxygenated water. This mist is not cold, but perfectly chilled to provide a gentle, invigorating shock to the superficial nerve endings. The sudden contrast, deeply warm core meeting, cool, misty skin, powerfully stimulates the vagus nerve, the main conductor of the parasympathetic nervous system. This activation sends an immediate, profound signal of safety and relaxation to your brain. You close your eyes and breathe the chilled, clean air. It smells faintly of ozone and mountain peaks. Inhale the stillness, Miss Kepler murmurs. The cooling of the skin is the signal for the mind to begin its final shutdown sequence. You feel a calming wave ripple through your body. The quick, stimulating energy of the cool mist is instantly converted into a deep, settling peace. The heat of the day, the heat of effort, is gone. You are now perfectly poised for thermal surrender. Finally, you enter the third chamber, the neutrality chamber. Here, the temperature is ambient, the air is still, and the light is minimal. A soft, unwavering, deep blue glow. This room is simply designed for the final, quiet integration. You sit on a thick, dark cushion. Allow your body to neutralize. The heat and the coolness have done their work. Feel the balance, the perfect lack of thermal demand. You are a vessel of quiet, deep peace, ready for the next equally important step, clearing the mind. The library of final release, unburdening the conscience. Miss Kepler leads you now to a deeply private and significant chamber, the library of final release. This room is not about reading, but about the ceremony of mental consignment. The space is circular, lined floor to ceiling with unlabeled, heavy leather-bound journals and ledgers, all bearing the subtle patina of age and use. The scent of old paper, oil-cured leather, and dry cedar is prominent. In the center, under a single, softly diffused spotlight, stands a large, ancient writing desk. On the desk rests one single, massive, empty ledger, bound in thick black vellum. Its title, embossed in simple gold lettering, reads, Residuum Noctis, the residue of the night. Beside it lies an antique silver-nibbed fountain pen. The mind is a poor holding vessel for unfinished business, Miss Kepler explains, her voice dropping to a near whisper. It will cycle those tasks, those worries, those fragments of unresolved dialogue all night, preventing true rest. This ledger is where you formally, ceremonially, and legally transfer that burden. She gently gestures towards the ledger. Take the pen. Any thought that is still actively trying to claim your attention, a task you forgot, a person you need to call, a decision you deferred, you write the single core concept here on this blank page. You pick up the heavy, cool pen. It feels significant in your hand. You look at the vast, empty page of Residuum Noctis. The final mental clutter surfaces. Call plumber, Draft proposal outline, remember birthday. They are the last sentinels guarding your consciousness. You slowly, deliberately write the items down. The scratching sound of the silver nib on the heavy paper is the only noise. With each word you commit to the page, you feel the corresponding space in your mind becoming vacant, a physical sensation of release. When the last fragment is written, you put down the pen. Miss Kepler approaches, and with a slow, solemn reverence, she places her hand on the cover of the heavy ledger. "It is done," she announces softly. "The responsibility has been formally transferred. The sanctuary will hold this burden until the morning light. You have no right to worry about it now. Your mind is cleared of all obligation, ready to enter the state of pure reception." You feel a profound sense of psychological liberation. The mental effort required to remember and manage those details is gone, replaced by a quiet, open space. The mind is no longer a manager, it is a canvas. The scent altar in customizing the cocoon. For the final preparation, you are led to the scent altar. This is a small, warm alcove dedicated to selecting the ultimate olfactory cue for your rest. The altar is a smooth obsidian counter displaying dozens of small, corked amber bottles. These are the Somnus collection, highly concentrated, pure therapeutic oils. Scent is the most direct pathway to the limbic system, the center of emotion and memory, Miss Kepler explains. We choose the blend that your instinct registers as the most profoundly safe and restorative. You are invited to sample the potent oils, the grounding earthiness of vetiver, the ancient spiritual peace of frankincense, the soothing maternal sweetness of Roman chamomile, and the profound sedative power of valerian root. You inhale the aromas, finding that your heightened senses are acutely responsive. You intuitively choose a custom blend, perhaps the warm, woody depth of vetiver for grounding, mixed with the light, comforting scent of chamomile for emotional safety. Miss Kepler mixes the chosen oils into a small, elegant ceramic diffuser. This bespoke scent will be activated in your sleep chamber, she says. It is your subliminal, personal trigger. When you perceive this aroma, your brain will receive the final, non-negotiable command: rest now. The sensory environment is complete. The body's temperature is optimized, the mind's burdens are consigned, and the final neurological cue is set. We have done all that is possible to prepare the vessel, Miss Kepler says, a finality in her tone. It is time for the final, ultimate transition, the ultimate surrender. The Stargazer's Sanctuary. Part 4, the ultimate surrender and the lullaby of the void. The storyteller. You stand at the threshold of the deepest rest, the final phase of your sanctuary journey. The thermal labyrinth has perfected your physical state. The library of final release has unburdened your mind, and your unique scent blend is ready to serve as the key to your subconscious. Every element of the sanctuary has performed its function, guiding you to this singular, sacred moment. Miss Kepler leads you now down the final stretch of the quiet passage, a corridor of sound-dampening panels and hushed silence. You feel the deep, natural gravity of sleep pulling at you, a pleasant, irresistible force. The sleep chamber, the perfect cocoon. Miss Kepler pauses before the sleep chamber, the last door you will encounter tonight. It is built of thick, cool cedar, insulating the interior from all external sensory input. She opens the door slowly, and you step across the threshold into a space of absolute, curated perfection. This chamber is the culmination of architectural design and therapeutic science, dedicated solely to the facilitation of profound, restorative sleep. The room is a vision of dark, calming luxury. The walls are finished in a seamless, matte charcoal texture that absorbs light. One entire wall holds a massive, triple-pane window, currently covered by a seamless, automated blackout curtain, ensuring an absolute and uncompromising darkness that promotes maximum melatonin production. The temperature is cool, crisp, and constant, the ideal climate for initiating the body's internal cooling process, essential for deep REM and delta sleep cycles. In the corner, the small ceramic diffuser containing your custom vetiver and chamomile blend gently releases its calming aroma, filling the room with a subtle, pervasive promise of safety and rest. The centerpiece is the sanctuary bed, a circular masterpiece of support and comfort. It is dressed in layers of custom-made bedding, sheets of the highest grade silk-spun cotton, a thermal-regulating duvet filled with hypoallergenic material, and 4 pillows that offer perfect, adaptable support for any position. You approach the bed, the sight alone evokes a deep, involuntary sigh of contentment. On the obsidian nightstand, the final ceremonial items await: the anchor stone, a smooth, cold stone waiting to be held, a physical tether to the present moment, designed to ground any residual mental drift. A weighted sleep mask made of cool, silk-lined velvet, infused with a faint trace of dried lavender. The gentle, subtle pressure over the eyes is a proven sensory cue for relaxation. A silent remote, a small device designed to control the blackout curtain. Ms. Kepler explains, should you wake in the deepest hour, do not panic. Simply press the single button. The curtain will retract silently, revealing the desert sky. Look at the stars until the peace returns, then cover them again and sink back down. Ms. Kepler offers a final, gentle gesture of guidance. The preparation is finished. The sanctuary holds you. There is nothing more to do and nowhere else you must be. Release your consciousness now into the custody of the night. She retreats, closing the cedar door with a soft, final thunk, sealing you into your cocoon of silence and darkness. The ritual of final surrender. You are alone in the perfect dark. The only sensations are the cool air on your skin and the subtle, grounding aroma of your chosen scent blend. You begin the final, intimate ritual of surrender. First, you remove the remaining barriers between yourself and rest. You slip out of your clothes, letting the weight of the fabric and the memories of the day fall away into the carpet. You are stripped down to your essence, ready to be restored. You pull back the duvet and climb into the center of the circular bed. The mattress immediately conforms to your shape, supporting your spine and limbs with gentle, unwavering firmness. The sheets are cool and smooth against your skin. You settle your body, finding the single perfect alignment. You reach for the anchor stone and place it in the palm of your non-dominant hand. The cool, heavy weight grounds your focus immediately. You then take the weighted sleep mask and place it gently over your eyes. The soft, pleasant pressure instantly blocks any light and sends a wave of relaxation over the tiny muscles surrounding your eyes and forehead. Now you turn your focus entirely inward, beginning the systematic, intentional relaxation of every muscle and tendon in your body, a meticulous process of letting go. The feet. Consciously relax your toes. Let your feet fall outward, heavy and loose, releasing any tension from walking, standing, or carrying the day's burden. The legs. Release the tension in your calves and the deep, often overlooked tightness in your hamstrings. Allow your thighs to become heavy, sinking deep into the mattress, melting the bones and muscles into a state of liquid weight. The core. Soften your abdomen. Release the subtle tension in your chest and diaphragm, the places where you hold fear, excitement, and unresolved emotion. Feel your organs resting, your spine settling. The hands and arms. Uncurl your fingers. Let your wrists be floppy, your forearms and biceps heavy. Allow your arms to feel like massive lead weights sinking into the bed, the shoulders and neck. This is a critical point. Imagine the tension knot that rests at the base of your skull and across your shoulders. With a slow exhale, visualize this knot unraveling, thread by thread. Let your shoulders slump away from your ears, heavy and completely unsupported by effort. The face. The final frontier. Release your jaw. Let your lips part slightly. Relax the tiny expressive muscles around your eyes. Let your forehead smooth out, erasing the lines of concentration and worry. Your body is now entirely passive. It is a vessel of pure, supported weight. The only part of you active is the quiet, rhythmic mechanism of your breath, the lullaby of the void, the descent. With your body completely surrendered, you focus on the sound of your breathing, allowing it to become the single, guiding focus in the darkness. The aroma of vetiver and chamomile is now fully present, a constant, gentle signal. It is safe to sleep. You begin the final visualization, the descent through the layers of atmosphere. Imagine you are lying in a glass capsule, gently resting on the surface of the desert, under the brilliant, hidden night sky. I will now count down from 50 to 1. With each descending number, your capsule begins to sink slowly, effortlessly, into the deep, warm, dark earth beneath the sanctuary. Each number represents a layer of atmosphere you pass through, taking you further from the surface and closer to the profound stillness of the core. 50. You begin your descent. You are fully relaxed. 49. The warmth of the earth surrounds your capsule. 48. You feel your body becoming even heavier, softer. 47. The breathing deepens, slowing down, smoothing out. 46. All muscle tension is now completely gone. 45. You are sinking below the first layer of surface stone. 44. You feel a sense of profound security held by the earth. 43. Your mind drifts, thoughts become slow, fuzzy images. 42. The light pressure of the weighted mask pulls you downward. 41. The scent of sandalwood is grounding you to the core. Endure 40. You are far below the surface. 39. Your eyes feel sealed by rest. 38. The sleepiness flows from your head to your toes. 37. There is no sound, no light, only peace. 36. You feel yourself dissolving into the mattress. 35. You are moving closer to the core of rest. 34. Memories fade, plans disappear. 33. Only the comfort of the capsule remains. 32. Your pulse slows, steady and calm. 31. You are perfectly suspended in the dark. 30. You are halfway to the deepest core. 29. A gentle, deep peace washes over your conscience. 28. You are safe. You are cared for. 27. You are letting go of control, trusting the process. 26. Every atom in your body sighs with relief. 25. You are ready for the dreams to begin. 24. The numbers are the last sound you need to hear. 23. Sinking deeper, deeper, deeper. 22. The darkness is protective, not frightening. 21. You are surrendering to the void. Ingus 20. You have moved into the final descent layers. 19. A sensation of gentle weightlessness occurs. 18. You are drifting on a sea of calm. 17. Sleep is closing in, a warm, thick blanket. 16. Your mind is slipping past the need for thought. 15. Only rhythm remains. Breath in, breath out. 14. The numbers are fading, becoming echoes. 13. You are sinking into the deep delta waves. 12. Profound rest is now your reality. 11. You are almost there. 10. The final layer. Total, deep comfort. 9. You are moving toward the core of universal stillness. 8. You feel the immense ancient rhythm of the earth holding you. 7. You are not trying to sleep, you are simply allowing it. 6. Sleep now. 5. Complete release. 4. Effortless rest. 3 total restoration, 2 profound silence, 1 surrender. You have arrived at the core of rest. The capsule stops. The silence is absolute. You are suspended in the deepest, warmest dark. Your breath is shallow and slow. Your body is heavy, still, and completely at peace. The sanctuary has done its work. The stars keep their silent vigil above the desert. You are the only guest in the Stargazer Sanctuary. Sleep.